and today we're gonna go hiking. Let's go!
Alright, so here's a map of Kaohsiung. I'll show you where we're gonna go. So there are two main trailheads to climb the mountain. The first one is here. The locals call this trailhead Shou Shan, even though this mountain you can see it's pretty much all one mountain. I don't know, maybe it's technically two, but it's pretty much all one mountain. But pretty much this side is Shou Shan, the south side, and the north side is called Chai Shan. So that's kind of how the locals will differentiate the two. And you can see this is kind of the center of Kaohsiung. This is Formosa Boulevard Station. This is the red MRT line, and this is the orange MRT line. So you can't catch the MRT directly to the mountain, but you can consider catching it up to one of these stations and grabbing a taxi across, depending on where you're staying. So if you're a family, if you want to go to the zoo, if you want to make a day of it, then maybe climbing up here at Shou Shan Zoo is the way to go. The trail is a little less steep, but it's not exactly a huge big difference because both of them have plenty of stairs and things like that. I prefer the trail at Chai Shan, which is where we're going today. I prefer it because there's a lot of leaf cover, so there's less sun. It's much greener. I just think it's much nicer. So even though it's further from my house, that's where I go. So we're gonna be climbing up this end today.
There's the mountain. So see the description for a map of how to get here to this 7, okay? And then you need to walk straight down that little alley next to the 7. And we're going to get to the trailhead. I'll show you in a minute. You just have to follow the alleyway around until you see this Buddhist temple, okay? Now at the moment the gate's shut because I'm here at 6:30, but a bit later on they open it. If you need to go to the toilet, you can go in here. You just go into that door there and then you turn left straight away and you'll see the signs towards the toilet. When you actually get to the toilet, there's only Chinese characters on it, so left is men's, right is ladies, okay? So to go to the toilet, you don't need to go into the worshipping bit. You just go straight in, turn to the left. Everyone can go, so that's no problem. But if you're coming early in the morning, I just want to go before you leave home. That way, after you finish climbing the mountain, you can go here. And the trailhead is just next door. Let's go. If you came by scooter, which I did, you can park here, no problem. And the trailhead's just there in front. You see where all those people are going, those steps. Okay, so when you come to the mountain, you've got to remember, don't bring any food because there are monkeys. It's actually a rule of the mountain that you're not allowed to bring any food. You'll see signs that say it, so please just don't. No packets, nothing. I don't know how they know, but even if stuff's in packets, they just know. When you start climbing, there's steps, and just keep on following the steps until you get to a choice. So the mountain has a lot of trails, and there are some that are off the path. We're following the path today, but you can take a picture of the map if you want to get really complicated. But just remember that if you did park your scooter back at Long Tren Temple trail entrance, then make sure that you get back there. If you caught a taxi, maybe not so important. Maybe it doesn't matter. So here's the map. Okay, we want to go to a place called Yazuo, but they changed the signs now, but they did put English on them, which is good. So you got to follow this one, Xiaoping Pavilion, if you want to get to Yazuo. If you want to go what's called Tough Guy Way, then maybe you want to go here. We're currently at the first little pavilion where you can have a little rest. So if you want to go up that way will actually still lead you to Yazuo. You can get there, but maybe if it's your first time, just go up this way, okay? Next you're going to come to a crossroads, and there's another map which is very helpful, and we want to go to Yazuo, okay? So we got two ways, Xiaoping and Yazuo. You want to go to Yazuo, and look, it's only 35 minutes away, so we're turning left, alright? Okay, we're halfway. We made it halfway. How long did it take us? About half an hour just to get here, so it's not a really hard hike. And we are at the Ting, so you can have a rest here. Possibly get bitten by some mosquitoes. That's another thing I didn't mention. Probably bring some, what's it called in English? bring some mosquito spray so you don't get bitten by mosquitoes. That would be a good idea. And after we've had a little rest, we will continue to the top, which will probably just take us another half an hour. You're probably pretty tired by this point. You do need to tackle this, but we're not far away. It's so peaceful here though. We call this one Indiana Jones Rock. And we're at the top! Yay! Are you happy? Yep, he looks pretty happy to me. Actually, at the top, you can do exercise, you can do stretches, and just be careful of the monkeys, like I said. Just don't get any fruit. Ah! Yep. In case you want to know what just happened, he grabbed onto my leg. I don't know why. And up here, this is Ting. And up here, they're making tea, and you can drink tea for free. Today is a beautiful day. Here's the view from the top. Oh, so on a day when there's not a lot of pollution, the view's actually really nice. Sometimes you can't see anything, but this is really beautiful. And this little baby monkey is enjoying the sun. It's so cute. See, they'll take your stuff, whatever you've got. They'll take it. Don't know what that is. Okay, let's go down. So now we're gonna have breakfast. We're just gonna go north on Shou Shan Road, about 5 minutes ride away, and we're gonna have the best breakfast ever. What else is cool about Taiwan? I was so busy videoing that I left my keys in my scooter and no one even stole it. Taiwanese people are awesome. One Lai Shun breakfast restaurant. Here's all the stuff you can have. And if you can't read Chinese, then you're not going to understand it, which is why I'm going to show you pictures of what you should eat. There are two lines. The left one is for eating here and the right one is for taking away. So you line up, and this lady, who's pretty hilarious and quite fierce and quite grumpy, but overall awesome, will take your order. I'm going to eat what I always eat because it's the best. I'm going to eat a ham danbing, and I'm going to eat 2 meat buns, and I'm going to have nai cha. I'm going to have milk tea. Because that's the best, and every time I change, I feel regret that I didn't just eat my usual breakfast.
The nai cha is the best.
I'm going to say, yeah, the milk tea is the best, and the meat buns are the best. 我要一个火腿蛋饼，2个肉包。还有火腿蛋饼6条。高2个，你要什么啦？高2个高7肉的肉包。蛋饼2个。火腿蛋饼。火腿蛋饼2肉，要加酱。100罐奶茶。我奶茶要1杯啊。这里是那个高蛋2个啊，我有甲头家娘讲啊。 妹，你在家了？你买得到啊？Yes, it's a breakfast donut. It's a long breakfast donut. So good. That's called a youtiao. And they have some buns in here, but they're not as good as the meat buns. And then we'll go home. Okay, so that is a ham danbing, and that is a roll bao, a meat bun, and it's the best. And this is the sauce. You just get it from the left of where you buy the food. And it's the soy sauce with onions and chilies, and it's really good. And we like to bite the roll bao open and put it inside. That's really, really good. And this is radish cake. The radish cake is really good, and you can actually order it with scrambled eggs as well, together with scrambled eggs, which is really yummy too. Oh, they are having soy soy milk soup and 烧饼, right?
烧饼油条.
Oh, and 油条. That's like savory. That soup, and then you can dip stuff in it. It's really good.
Well, thanks for joining us on our adventure on the mountain. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first to know about any new adventures that we have, any new videos I put up. And check out the description for a blog post with all the locations of the places we went. And I hope to see you on the mountain really soon.